The rain was falling like it had a personal grudge against the city. It hammered against the old window of my small rented room, each drop sounding like a tiny accusation. I sat on the edge of my bed, staring at the phone in my hands. The screen was dark now, but her last message still burned behind my eyes. "I think we should stop talking, Arham. It's not fair to either of us." That was 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks of silence that felt like 3 years. I hadn't replied. What was there to say? That I still woke up reaching for her name on my lips? That every song reminded me of her laugh? That the world had lost all its colors the day she walked away? I was 24, but I felt like I had already lived 100 sad lifetimes. My name is Arham Khan. People call me a quiet guy, the kind who listens more than he speaks. But inside, there's a storm that never calms down. I've always carried this heaviness in my chest, like something important is missing, and no matter how hard I try, I can't find it. She was the closest I ever came to filling that void. Her name was Zainab. We met 2 years ago in the university library. I was struggling with my final year project, buried under books and self-doubt. She was sitting across the table, wearing a simple white shalwar kameez, her dupatta loosely draped over her shoulder. Her hair kept falling on her face, and she would tuck it behind her ear with such innocent frustration that I couldn't stop staring. When our eyes met for the first time, she smiled, not the polite kind, but the real one that reaches the eyes. That smile broke something inside me. Or maybe it fixed something. I still don't know. We started talking about books, then about life, then about dreams we were too scared to tell anyone else. She wanted to become a writer. I wanted to disappear into music and never come back. We were both running from something. She from her strict family's expectations, I from the emptiness my father left when he died 5 years ago. Slowly, without either of us realizing, we became each other's safe place. Late-night calls became our ritual. She would whisper stories from her childhood while I played soft guitar chords in the background. Sometimes we wouldn't speak for minutes, just breathing together, knowing the other was there. That silence felt more intimate than any words. I fell in love with her the way people drown, quietly, helplessly, completely. But love in our world is never simple. She belonged to a conservative family in a small town near Lahore. Her father was a retired army officer who believed daughters should only leave home after marriage and only to the right kind of boy. I was a broken, directionless musician from a middle-class family in Rahim Yar Khan, who played in small cafes to pay rent. In their eyes, I was nothing. We knew it from the beginning. We knew this story had an expiration date written in invisible ink, but we kept writing it anyway, page after painful page. The first time I told her I loved her was during a power outage in the middle of summer. The city was dark, and my room was lit only by the faint glow of my phone. Her voice trembled when she replied, "I love you too, Arham, but I'm scared. I don't know how long we can keep doing this." I told her we didn't need forever, we just needed now. How foolish I was. For 18 beautiful, terrifying months, we lived in our secret world. We met in hidden corners of the city, parks at dusk, empty libraries after closing time, once even on the rooftop of an old abandoned building where we watched the sunset paint the sky in colors I had never noticed before. She would rest her head on my shoulder and say, "Promise me that no matter what happens, you'll remember me like this, not as the girl who left, but as the girl who loved you with everything she had." I promised. I broke that promise every single day after she left. The end came slowly, then all at once. Her family started suspecting something. Someone saw us together near the university. Whispers reached her father. The pressure became unbearable. She started canceling our meetings. Her messages became shorter, colder, filled with fear. One night she called me crying so hard she could barely speak. "They want me to get engaged next month, Arham, to my cousin. He's a doctor in Canada. They say it's for my future. They say I'll be happy there. I couldn't breathe. The room spun around me. What about us? I whispered. There is no us in their world, she sobbed. And maybe there never was. That was the night something inside me died. We tried to fight it for a few more weeks. Secret calls at 3 a.m., promises that felt like lies even as we spoke them. But every time she said goodbye, it sounded more final. Until that last message. I think we should stop talking, Arham. It's not fair to either of us. I read it 100 times. Then I turned off my phone and cried like a child for the first time since my father's funeral. That was 3 weeks ago. Now I sit here in this suffocating room listening to the rain, feeling the weight of every unsaid word crushing my chest. I haven't eaten properly in days. My guitar lies untouched in the corner, covered in dust. The songs I wrote for her feel like knives now. Every lyric is a reminder of what I lost. People say time heals everything. They lie. Time doesn't heal. It just teaches you how to live with the pain until it becomes part of your breathing. I stand up and walk to the window. The street below is empty, shining under the streetlights. A stray dog is curled up under a broken bench, shivering. I feel a strange kinship with that dog. Alone, wet, waiting for something that will never come. My phone vibrates suddenly. My heart jumps into my throat before I remember she blocked my number. It's my mother. Beta, when are you coming home? It's been months. Your sister keeps asking about you. I swallow the lump in my throat. Soon, Ummi. I'm just busy with work. She doesn't believe me. Mothers never do. But she doesn't push. She knows her son is breaking and doesn't know how to fix him. After the call ends, I open my gallery and scroll through old photos. There she is, laughing in a yellow dress during our secret trip to the river. Her eyes sparkling as she feeds me golgappas, her head on my chest while we listen to the rain on a tin roof. Each photo feels like a punch to the gut. Why does love have to hurt this much? Why do we give someone the power to destroy us so completely? I remember the last time I saw her. It was at the university gate. She was leaving for her hometown. We both knew it might be the last time. She wore a blue dupatta that day, the color of sadness, I thought. We stood there for a long time, not touching, just looking at each other like we were trying to memorize every detail. Arham, she whispered, tears sliding down her cheeks. If I could choose my life, I would choose you in every lifetime. But I can't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I wanted to scream. I wanted to beg. I wanted to hold her and never let go. Instead, I just nodded, my voice barely audible. I know. Go. Be safe. Be happy. She stepped closer, her fingers brushing mine for one last second. Then she turned and walked away. I stood there until her rickshaw disappeared into the traffic, until the sun set, until the security guard told me to leave. That night, I wrote my saddest song ever. It was called The Girl Who Took My Tomorrow. I never played it for anyone. Now, 3 weeks later, the pain hasn't lessened. It has only changed shape. It used to be sharp like a knife. Now it's dull and heavy, like a stone sitting permanently on my heart. I think about all the things I never told her, how her voice was the only thing that could calm my anxiety attacks, how I had started saving money secretly to take her somewhere far away where no one knew us, how I had imagined our future so clearly, a small house with a garden, her writing at a wooden desk while I played music for her. Even now, in my weakest moments, I still pray for her happiness, even if it's without me. I hate myself for still loving her this much. I hate her for leaving. I hate the world for making love so impossible. The rain has slowed down now. It's just a soft drizzle, like the sky is also tired of crying. I pick up my guitar for the first time in weeks. My fingers feel strange on the strings, like they've forgotten how to create beauty. But I start playing anyway.
The melody comes out broken, just like me. I sing softly, my voice cracking on every note. If I could turn back time, I'd hold you longer. If I could rewrite our story, I'd make the ending kinder. But you're gone, and I'm still here, drowning in the silence you left behind. Tears fall on the guitar. I don't wipe them. This is who I am now. A sad boy with deep feelings that no one understands. A boy who loved too much and lost everything. A boy whose heart is still beating, but only out of habit. I close my eyes and see her face. Zainab, I whisper into the empty room. Wherever you are, I hope you're not as broken as I am. I hope you smile sometimes. I hope you remember me without pain.